Behind closed doors at the Indiana Pacers facility, three basketball legends gathered for what insiders are calling the most significant announcement in women's basketball history. Caitlyn Clark, the WNBA's rookie sensation who transformed an entire league. Sophie Cunningham, the fierce competitor who's never backed down from anyone, and Larry Bird, the Boston Celtics icon whose basketball wisdom spans generations. Together, they're about to reveal something that could change the trajectory of professional basketball forever. The secrecy surrounding this meeting has been absolute, with only select team officials present and strict confidentiality agreements in place. But what could unite these three basketball minds from different eras and backgrounds? What announcement could be so groundbreaking that it required the ultimate basketball legend to come out of retirement from public appearances? The ripple effects of this revelation threaten to reshape everything we thought we knew about the future of basketball. Caitlyn Clark has established herself as the most transformative rookie in WNBA history, bringing unprecedented attention and commercial success to women's professional basketball through her exceptional play and marketability. Her connection to Indiana basketball runs deep through her college career at Iowa and her current position with the Indiana Fever. Larry Bird's relationship with Indiana basketball is legendary. Having grown up in French Lick, Indiana, and becoming one of the greatest players in NBA history with the Boston Celtics before returning to Indiana as an executive with the Pacers, his influence on basketball strategy and player development continues to resonate throughout the sport. Sophie Cunningham currently plays for the Phoenix Mercury and has established herself as one of the WNBA's most competitive and versatile players. Her aggressive playing style and league have made her a respected veteran despite being only in her sixth professional season. The connection between these three figures involves their shared commitment to basketball excellence and their potential involvement in initiatives that could bridge generational gaps between men's and women's basketball. Questions arise about what collaborative opportunities might bring together such diverse basketball personalities. Sports analysts wonder whether recent discussions about expanding basketball opportunities and cross-gender mentorship programs might have created situations where these three basketball minds could work together on unprecedented initiatives. Caitlyn Clark's rookie season fundamentally altered the landscape of women's professional basketball, generating viewership numbers, attendance figures, and commercial success that exceeded all previous benchmarks in WNBA history. Her influence extends far beyond individual statistics to encompass broader cultural and economic impacts. During her debut season, Clark averaged Scherzer points, Bethesda assists, and Wundt rebounds per game, while leading the Indiana Fever to their first playoff appearance since Arts Henleying's loop. Her performance earned her WNBA Rookie of the Year honors and established her as the face of women's professional basketball. Television viewership for WNBA games featuring Clark regularly exceeded 1 million viewers, with some broadcasts reaching over 2 million viewers. These numbers represent historic achievements for women's professional basketball and have influenced media coverage and commercial partnerships throughout the league. The attendance impact of Clark's presence has been equally dramatic, with Indiana Fever home games averaging over Shu Chi Ling fans compared to the league average of approximately Joe Ling road games featuring Clark consistently sold out arenas that had previously struggled with attendance. Her social media following and personal brand development have created new models for how women's basketball players can build recognition and commercial value beyond their on-court performance. This influence has opened doors for discussions with basketball legends and business leaders across all levels of the sport. Sophie Cunningham has emerged as one of the WNBA's most respected competitors and vocal leaders, using her platform to advocate for player rights, league growth, and the advancement of women's professional basketball. Her influence extends beyond her individual performance to encompass broader leadership within the basketball community. Throughout her WNBA career with the Phoenix Mercury, Cunningham has averaged about 10 points and stand in rebounds per game, while establishing herself as one of the league's most reliable and versatile players. Her three-point shooting and defensive intensity have made her a valuable contributor to championship-contending teams. Cunningham's leadership extends to her involvement in player association activities and her advocacy, her VRNBs, for improved working conditions, compensation, and recognition for women's professional basketball players. Her willingness to speak publicly about league issues has made her a respected voice among players and management. Her competitive intensity and fearless approach to challenging situations have earned respect from teammates, opponents, and basketball observers. Commitment to excellence, and her refusal to accept limitations based on gender or league affiliation. Questions arise about how Cunningham's leadership qualities and advocacy experience might position her for involvement in initiatives that bridge different levels of basketball or create new opportunities for women's basketball development. Larry Bird's impact on basketball extends far beyond his Hall of Fame playing career to include his All-America successful tenure as an executive with the Indiana Pacers and his ongoing influence on basketball strategy, player development, and organizational culture throughout professional basketball. During his playing career with the Boston Celtics from Etson Joel Chidi Serjolto, Etson Joel Shirar, Bird averaged Arsayer Siffinson points, shared Dentling rebounds and Yakton assists per game while winning 3 NBA championships and 3 consecutive MVP awards. His competitive intensity and basketball intelligence established him as one of the greatest players in NBA history. Following his playing career, Bird served as head coach of the Indiana Pacers from Etson Joel Jalshitito Artson. Leading the team to the NBA Finals in Arson and earning NBA Coach of the Year honors in Etson Joel by Joel Sherbad. His transition from player to coach demonstrated his deep understanding of basketball strategy and leadership. As president of basketball operations for the Indiana Pacers from Arson to Arsen Lingish, and again from Arn Lingisher to Arsini. Bird built competitive teams through strategic drafting, player development, and organizational culture development. His influence on the Pacers organization continues to resonate throughout the franchise. Sophie Bird's reputation for basketball wisdom and his connections throughout the sport make him a valuable Smith mentor and advisor for players and organizations seeking to achieve excellence. His involvement in any basketball initiative would bring credibility and attention that few other figures could provide. Indiana's basketball culture represents one of the most passionate and knowledgeable fan bases in all of sports, with connections that span from high school through professional basketball and include some of the sport's most legendary figures and moments. Caitlyn Clark's current position with the Indiana Fever places her at the center of this basketball culture, where she has experienced the passionate support and basketball knowledge that define Indiana sports fans. Her success has reinvigorated interest in professional basketball throughout the state. Larry Bird's Indiana roots run deep. From his childhood in French Lick through his association with Indiana State University and his long-term involvement with the Indiana Pacers organization. His connection to Indiana basketball represents authenticity and credibility that resonates throughout the basketball community. The shared Indiana connection between Clark and Bird creates natural opportunities for mentorship, collaboration, and initiatives that could benefit both men's and women's basketball while honoring the state's rich basketball tradition and passionate fan culture. Sports analysts wonder whether this Indiana connection might serve as the foundation for basketball initiatives that bridge generational gaps and create new opportunities for player development and fan engagement across different levels of the sport. The concept of cross-gender mentorship in professional basketball has gained attention as women's ORF basketball continues growing in popularity and commercial success, creating opportunities for knowledge sharing and development between men's and women's basketball communities. Successful examples of cross-gender mentorship include NBA players and coaches who have worked with WNBA players on skill development, strategy, and professional development. These relationships have benefited both parties and demonstrated the value of sharing knowledge across gender lines in professional sports. The expertise and experience of legendary players like Larry Bird could provide valuable insights for current women's basketball players seeking to maximize their potential and navigate the challenges of professional sports careers. This mentorship could encompass both on-court skills and off-court business development. Women's basketball players bring unique perspectives and experiences that could also benefit men's basketball, including approaches to team chemistry, fan engagement, and community involvement that have been successful in the WNBA environment. Questions arise about how formal mentorship programs or collaborative initiatives might be structured to maximize the benefits for all participants while respecting the distinct cultures and challenges of men's and women's profession. The commercial success generated by Caitlyn Clark's presence in the WNBA has created new opportunities for business partnerships, endorsement deals, and collaborative ventures that could benefit multiple parties within the basketball community. Corporate sponsors and business partners are increasingly interested in associating with successful women's basketball players and initiatives that demonstrate commitment to gender equality and athletic excellence. These opportunities create potential for collaborative ventures involving multiple basketball figures tier. The growth of women's basketball has attracted investment and attention from business leaders who see opportunities for expansion, development, and innovation within the sport. These business interests could provide financial support for initiatives involving multiple basketball personalities. Larry Bird's business experience and connections combined with the marketability of current WNBA stars like Clark and Cunningham could create powerful partnerships that benefit both individual careers and the broader basketball community. Sports business analysts note that collaborative initiatives involving legendary figures and current stars often generate more attention and commercial success than individual efforts, creating incentives for multi-party partnerships and announcements. The combination of established legends like Larry Bird with current stars like Caitlyn Clark and Sophie Cunningham creates media opportunities that generate significant attention and public interest across multiple demographic groups and basketball fan bases. Media coverage of women's basketball has increased dramatically due to Clark's success, creating platforms and audiences that didn't exist for previous generations of women's basketball players. This increased attention creates opportunities for broader basketball initiatives and announcements. The involvement of legendary figures like Bird brings credibility and historical context that appeals to longtime basketball fans while also introducing younger audiences to basketball history and tradition. This cross-generational appeal maximizes media impact and public interest. Social media amplification of basketball content involving multiple high-profile figures can create viral moments that extend reach far beyond traditional basketball audiences, potentially introducing new fans to both men's and women's basketball. Questions arise about how strategic media coordination and announcement timing might maximize the impact of collaborative initiatives while ensuring that all participants benefit from increased attention. The expertise of legendary players like Larry Bird combined with the competitive experience of current players like Sophie Cunningham could create unique player development opportunities that benefit one-loss current and future basketball players across all levels of the sport.